Good morning, fans and friends of archery. Today we have something small in this cold autumn morning in Austria. Ronnie North, Facebook friend of mine, started building mini bows. He calls them Minchu because this is his Manchu style of what he is doing. And he started first with wood and then saw blades, and now he has some spring metal, and he is building nice Asiatic style bows, and he calls this one the Manchu or the Minchu. And today we are going to test them. So he made me three. They vary all a little bit because the other pre-production models, they vary all a little in brace height. So we take the one with the longest brace height, I guess. It's this one. Then you see already the tiller is not completely there, but I said pre-production model. Everything is fine. So why would you want to use this? Because it's a lot of fun. So when you unstring this bow first, then we do what we always have to do, because what we need to know is now what would be the scale of this bow if it's considered a Manchu bow. Let's see, we have a length from nock to nock. Here we need to be a little bit more precisely, because the smaller the more. So it's 21.5 inches from nock to nock. That means I threw the string on the floor. A normal Manchu, the Yarra, the new Yarra has 65, the old Yarra had 63.5 inches. So 21.5 inches, it would make roughly a scale of 1 to 3. So this is the third part of the original Manchu bow, which is good. So let's see how we string this bow. So we go over the step through method. So the hand through method. Look at this, and now we have it strung again. And what is interesting is the max draw. Or shall I give you first? I give you first, of course, because you want to know. The arrow pass is 14 millimeters. Brace height. We have a brace height, obviously, of 2 3/4, almost 3 inches, would be then almost 9 inches. So we are again in the realm of a Manchu. It's 95 grams. And we have, first of all, stiff. In this direction, the metal is very stiff. We have a max draw. I hold it here. And you can see what this bow is doing. It's doing good, 12 inches, but we see it later on. 12 inches max draw, again, would be 36 inches in real terms. So we are really in the scale of 1 to 3 with this bow. And now, shall we? Yes. The most interesting thing are, of course, now arrows. I have these ones. I made ones for the mini fiberglass bow from Alibo. They are way too long. So we need 12-inch long arrows, but we get to this in a second. So I prefer right now pinch draw, but you could even go with thumb release. See, this is no problem. And I like to hold the bow with index, or with these two fingers and the thumb, like this. So that was thumb release. And that's pinch draw. Oh, you saw that cutter built in. Luckily, I had a few. I ordered once a small weird bow from AliExpress, and they shipped with these arrows, and they're exactly 12 inches. They have nice little nocks, 2 times fletched, and they have a heavy tip on it. They are just perfect. They're 150 grain. Yes, I measure everything. Look at this. Oh, nice. And it's pure instinctive, no anchor point, nothing. You simply feel what the arrow is going to do. So again, the long arrows, of course they're too long. Doesn't make sense. But kicking arrows away just nicely. So they're a little high. And the wood arrows are nice too. But I will get some, Ronnie makes now some out of fiberglass, and I will get some nice ones shorter carbon ones. Oh, I shot the wrong way around. So if you have a slightly off-tillered bow, always take the bigger curve as the upper one. This is the weaker one. Then you're good to go. But this is, as a pre-production model. The final version will be, of course, nicer. Now let's see which katra we could use for this bow. See the bow, look at this forward katra. Nice. Now we use some torque. This is a nice bow. And of course you need to see then the distance in scale terms too. So torque with the shorter one was not so nice. Let's do the, yeah, nice. I'm 354 meters away, times 3 would be already 12-meter distance. And I have no idea why I sit around. So I think carbon ones are nicer. They are 150 grains too, so that's why it's not a big difference in weight. But I guess in spine this makes a difference, or in flight dynamics, I don't know. Look at this. And I slowly get them closer together. Oh, 12 inches, almost not enough anymore, but 12 inches just fine. See there. Almost Robin Hooded now. Nice. So of course we want to know what the bow is doing. So 0, oui, 12 inches, 8 pounds. And you see it, so 12 feels comfortable. 13 would be possible, but it's not, so it's a bit out of reach, and we are good to go with 12 inches. We have a string angle of 60 degrees at roughly, I would say 10.5 inches. We have a string angle of 60 degrees, which is just nice. We have 8 pounds at 12 inches, and these arrows are 150 grain, means we have 19 grain per pound or something. So they are a little heavy, obviously, but it's a Manchu bow. 75. Didn't measure. Oui, 93. 90. So 90 foot per second we get out of this bow with 19 grain per pound, so almost 20 grain per pound, which is the heaviest weight they recommended for Manchu bows. So I guess once we have the fiberglass ones, or even the shorter carbon ones with small tips, we will get down to maybe 15 grain or 12 grain, and then we see what the real version of these bows will do. Almost 10 meters, which would be in scale terms 30 meters. Look at this. No problem. Of course the arrows drop then a little, they are quite heavy. Look at this. Huh? I like this bow. Yeah, these are little... Ooh, I missed. Because I was checking. Huh? 30 meters? Shall we go more? Okay. So 20 meters, which would be 60 in scale terms. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Needs a bit practice. But we get there. Oh, this fletching. So with small arrows, fletching really matters. Yeah, almost. Look at this. You get the hang of it, even 60 meters. Oh, almost. You saw that. Nice. We do it again. Let's try again, so the carbon ones fly a little nicer. Bit too high, but you get the feel for it. Look at this, huh? This one doesn't fly nice because with this one, wait a second. So shoot a bear shaft. Let's see what it does. Yeah. Almost. But hey, almost one center shot on 60 meters with the Minchu bow. Not so bad. I might do soon a military examination shooting, which was on 170 meters on a target 90 by 200 in scale, obviously. Of course, I have to try some skewers, how they work, but I guess they're a little too, maybe the spine is a little too weak for this powerful bow, but let's see what they do. Pinch draw, knockless arrows. They are 12 inches. Don't throw your bow on the floor. 10 push-ups at Martha Archery. They miss the target. Yeah, okay, so you need a little stiffer arrows. I don't have chopsticks. I would like to see how chopsticks will fly. But these ones, and you can get even the small nocks, and you will see with the carbon arrows later when I have them. Look at this. These ones only in 12 inches, just fine. Look at this, how they nail there. Oh, grouping, huh? And this one doesn't fly that nice, so these carbon arrows are just perfect. What can I say, Ronnie? You did it, man. Look at this pretty. We have, of course, metal reinforced sears. Nice sears, the only thing, but we changed this are these pointy edges here. A nice whipping, and maybe Ronnie will thin them out a little more. There you have your spring steel, nice whipping. Then you have here a few leaves, parts of spring steel to get the handle part a bit more stiff, and a nice handle section here with whipping, really nice. And what I can tell, this is you don't want to stop shooting, and soon they will be available for sale. In America, most probably Ronnie will sell them for himself, and in Europe I will take care of it. This is so much fun. I have no idea. So nice indoor, if the weather is bad or the next pandemic or whatever. Indoor fun, a small target, a pizza box is fine. You know, everything is fine. You can shoot chopsticks. I don't have them here. I will try this later if I get a few. And for the rest, this is now the first model, scale 1:3. And we might see some other models too, and then we will see, and included with 3 nice of these fiberglass rods he has now. In the next package I will show you. Such a lot of fun, look at this. And the draw curve is just smooth. For a steel bow, not a lot of handshock going on, no vibration. Look at this, one, nothing, no vibration. So, awesome. Price-wise, I don't know yet. We will see when Ronnie is done with the final production units. We test them, and then we see how much they will be. One cannot have enough of these bows. They are just gorgeous, even as little wall hangers or on a nice stand on your desk. Just nice. Stringing, unstringing, usually I don't unstring them, but if you want to, it's an easy thing to do because they flex relatively light. 8 pounds I think is just the right poundage for a bow like this. Look at this. Nice, huh? And stringing, as said, is easy too. Give me a sec. I'll show you. I'll show you its features. So you put this on your lap or somewhere. Bend the bow on the handle and bend the upper C a little back. Make sure that you bend both limbs. And it's easy peasy, so it's easy peasy and you're ready to go. And these bows are totally straight because metal core, heavy metal. Because I was holding it now with 3 fingers, so I have a bit torque or a bit control. But maybe if you can hold it, you know, with your pressure point here, let's see, and shoot thumb release with it, huh? Like a real bow. So I can't get my finger, it's working. Look at this. Works too, works nice. Katra built in, thumb release, look at this. Works nice too, gives you a nice control too, so you play around. I like this with the 3 fingers here. Let's hold the bow properly. Maybe like this, huh? No, doesn't feel good. So if then you need to wrap your index finger around and hold it this way, look at this. Then you have a nice pressure point, katra. And thumb release, look, thumb release. So, scratched. So these feathers are not good. So let's see. Works. I think I like this way more, gives me more flexibility, but it's fine. So when you avoid string slip or whatever, really nice. So Ronnie, thank you so much for making them. I know you blame me that I was motivating you a little too much to make them, but you know, it's always fun to experiment, and even with these small ones you learn the dynamics and you know what the bow is doing. So Ronnie, really well done. Stay tuned, soon more of these Minchu bows. Thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one.